I'm Charlie Allred, and I'm really excited. This is class number 1 of our 7-day video course. Now, you should have printed out our worksheet for class number 1. So, we're going to go through the worksheet first, and then we're going to talk a little bit more in theory. So, question number 1 on your worksheet is, who is your lender, your first lender, and maybe you only have one, so write that down, lender number 1, and how much do you owe them? Now, a ballpark is okay, $150,000, $160,000, whatever it is. Lender number 2 is what you're going to write down next, and how much do you owe them? So again, and then in total, add those two numbers up, and how much do you owe in total? Okay, so you have a total amount owed. Next, I want you to write down the value. What do you think the home is worth? Now, you may say, I don't know what it's worth. Generally, I find that most of our homeowners that we've helped know a general area of where their neighborhood is selling right now. So then I want you to jot that down. Okay, so now you have a value, what it's worth now, a close value we'll call it, and what you owe. Now, here comes, let's do it now. We're going to do the math on this first. So let's do the difference between what you owe and the value. So how much is the difference there? So I'm going to go with, let's say it's $100,000. So let's say your home is worth, $200,000 and you owe $300,000. That's the way I'm going to go here. So let's do the math on this. How many years will it take to get back that $100,000? And let's go, we won't even do conservative. Conservative amount of growth per year is 3% per year. We're going to go at 5% per year. So how many years is it going to take to get back $100,000 in value at 5% a year? It's going to be 20 years. Okay, so that's my example. Now, yours is going to be a little different, so you can do the math there to see how many years it'll take at 5% a year to get back to where you are right now, just to break even. Okay, so number 1, questions to ask yourself. Number 1, can you afford your home? Are you struggling to make your mortgage payment every month? Are you giving up things to pay your mortgage? And are you not going to be able to make your mortgage and potentially miss a payment soon? So that's question number 1. Number 2, do you have income to support the home? Number 3, how many years will it take to recuperate the loss in value? So let's say what we just did, the math we just did, how many years will it take to get it back? All right. And now let's say yours is 20 years like mine was in this example. Do you want to sell the home before you get that value back? So do you want to sell the home before 20 years down the road? And number 5, this is an important one. Do you want to keep the home? Are you willing to do whatever it takes to keep the home, keep it for 20 years? You're fine paying extra, you're fine paying more than it's worth. If you're okay with that, you should really just stop watching this video right now. Because number 5, that question is really important. If you are just so attached to your home that you can't see it as a financial decision, then we don't have anything to talk about, because you are not a candidate for a short sale whatsoever. All right, now this is a big one. So would you be ahead by selling your home now and purchasing in 2 years? So let's say your years until you make up the value is only 10 years, okay? So you're waiting 10 years just to get back to break even. Would you be ahead in that scenario if you sold your house today and bought a new house in 2 years? You would, because in 2 years, your value would begin to grow versus the 10 years that you're waiting for your current home to grow. And then lastly, this is an important question. Could you live in a less expensive home? Would you be okay with that? So we're going to retouch on a couple of these questions. Important questions are, number 6 is huge. Would you be ahead by selling today and buying in 2 years? If your years till your value grows back is more than 2 years, yes, you would be ahead by selling right now, buying in 2 years, and getting your family ahead. Now the question becomes, are you happy doing that? Are you happy to get your family ahead by selling today? And again, this goes back to number 5. Are you willing to give up that house? Are you okay with, this is just a house, I'm going to get another house in 2 years? And if you are okay with that, then you're definitely a candidate for a short sale. The other items are, can you afford your home? So if you can't afford your home, you're a definite candidate for a short sale. There's no reason to stay in a home you can't afford. If number 2, you don't have the income to support the home, again, you're a candidate for a short sale. A short sale is probably your best option. Number 3, how many years will it take? We talked about that. Number 4, you want to sell before the home you want to sell before that 20 years? So again, it all comes back to, are you happy leaving this home and getting your family ahead in 2 years when you can purchase another home? So that's really what it comes back to. So if you answer these questions, yes, I'm okay doing that. I am excited to move our life forward and create a better financial future for my family, then a short sale is definitely your best option. Now, class number 2, the next class tomorrow, we're going to be talking about the goal of a short sale. So if you're a candidate for a short sale, watch for tomorrow's video. We'll talk all about the goal of a short sale. Thanks so much. Hey, if you liked what we have to offer here on our short sale blog, check out moneymakingshortsales.com, where we talk about our ultimate short sales system for an easy to implement system to have commissions just falling in your lap with short sales. Thanks, I'm Charlie Allred.